Hello, good evening. Um, Started a bit later than I thought. What ended up happening was I ended up grinding the hell out of the Honkai event. After playing through it, technically I could have streamed it, but I liked playing it at my own pace and enjoying the stuff without feeling pressured to finish the stuff. So I finished all the story. Pretty much all that's left is some of the side stages and the daily farm, but otherwise I pretty much unlocked everything that I wanted to. Hopefully my next 4-star pay will get me key on the top, and then I don't have to worry about spending for the rest of the patch. Except, except for the firepower supply, maybe. I still need to debate whether or not I want to pull on it, because on one hand, I do want to collect the stuff. On the other hand, do I really need it? I don't know. But anyways, enough about Honkai. We're here for Genshin. So, yeah. Alright, let me just set up on phone. In terms of allergies, I am feeling better only because I'm on allergy meds, so it's been putting off for pretty much all day. I did go into a bit of a slump mode in the afternoon, but I didn't take a nap. I ended up no, I laid down for a bit, and then after I ate lunch, I took a super fat nap. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Who knows if the medication will wear off at some point during this stream. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but I think I'll be going on long enough to be fine. So let's get right into it.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Oh, is that the billboard? Looks of it.
Hey, we're here! Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox,
Okay.
and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups. Nice work! Well, the real work hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, we gotta track down the people that fit the prophecy.
Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Joy loves the clouds. Alright. Billboard. How many we got? A flower that is not of this world. Yeah, of course then I would put the logic to that. And of course Albedo and Sucrose have their own things. Oh, Sucrose has a nice spin on something resembling a flower, but not exactly, but has the workings of one. I see. Alright, guide time. Oh wow, we got quite a lot. Yep, Mono guiding with her Scraglass, reading out people's fates. And then Bennett's more so not guiding others, but guide for himself maybe? Let me read for this a bit more carefully. Oh, Bennett's recommending us official Mona, who's all about that type of stuff. I mean, that's its own right. Guide is too grand of a title. Come on, Amber, you put in the good work. Oh, you're putting a bit too much information on there, Amber. Alright, Mika, what are your thoughts on this? I would like to get to learn more about you. Okay, so he's helping out other people, just fulfilling his roles. Now that I think about it, we really haven't interacted too much with Mika during this entire event, so I hope we get to see more of him, and if not, just down the road, I suppose. Yep, Sana's upbringing is a bit rough. Oh, and Rosaria's definitely got her own. I am not someone. Okay, so she's honest about that she would if the occasion, like, you know. Yep, white nice. True. What does it mean to not lie? Not lie, or does lying with the intention of helping out others, or like for the good of others, really that much? It's like, what's lying? Is it the action or the intentions or results that come from the lie? Or is it a combination of both? Short but simple. Raise your thumbs up. We trust. Alright, and then a legend that never ends. True. All stories must come to an end. And then Klee telling a... Yep, Klee loves reading her stories her mom's write to her. Maybe we got Kali. Hopes and dreams. Sometimes it's just something we carry, just like a thought and idea within our hearts. Yeah, we got quite a lot of options. Indeed.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might
Oh,
be
and then
logically
Sucrose is
paradoxical,
cross-referencing what we
while
just figured
Albedo
out.
says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide.
Uh-oh, Kali read
everybody's
Amber's
friend.
portion.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams and actively pass from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Oh god, we're leaving
Or-
Paimon to make the choice.
Let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus! What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
Oh, Timaeus pulling up with his own,
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you
with
elaborate
his own
a little
determination,
after you catch your breath?
beliefs.
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying R?
Yes.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-ar is the girl from Lila that Sucrose mentioned earlier?
Man, I can't imagine the last time I've ever written a written a letter.
Time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too.
Full of hot
anyway,
potatoes.
our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and
How's your
never
night
utter an
going?
insincere
Assuming it
word
is
until
nighttime.
the day that
I guess I should
managed
just
to
say,
win
how's your
Miss
day going?
Yingar's heart.
I'm just chilling, just
It's
playing through the rest of this event,
You were picking
or at least
Cecilia
most
as
of
a
it
gift for
anyways.
Yingar?
Just because the rest
Well,
of it's
that's
not
right.
releasing till
The
tomorrow, but
Cecilia
at least
flower
finishing
is
the
said
story.
to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Yingar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Yingar to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me.
Alright, Timaeus, you gotta
Feel
pay back twofold.
incredibly guilty. I've been spending
Yeah,
all
okay,
of
I'll
my
up to it,
time
my
in my
employee.
own fantasy world, while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be
Well, at least he's
worthy of Miss
reflecting in one
Yingar's
way or
love
another.
if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Yingar?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter.
Is she even gonna
I
make it?
explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, it's not like the game has given us an opportunity to see you lie.
Don't worry, Timaeus.
But you know what, we take that. Haven't wronged us yet.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Alright,
Great!
got
Let's
two
keep
more.
it up. On to the other three.
Oh wait, we still haven't decided with the flower one.
Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me! With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there? Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has
Knowing
any
it's
merit.
Albedo, he's probably got
Actually,
all sorts of
I'm still
answers.
feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching. Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scryglass? According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
What?
Yeah, Venti, the DMs.
Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it. We're
Yeah,
off
in the end, we
find the
never even
secret
got to read the
location of
letter.
the
We just had it in our
Lantern of
inventory. I wonder if they
Utmost Joy.
updated it for today. Alright, let's take a look. Can I find it? Where's Venti's note? Nope, we can't even read it. It's just gonna hustle on over. Gotta do up a gorge, or at least close to it.
Squall and fury.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wish they played the dialogue earlier, because if had it kept running, it would have been interrupted. And I really do not like interrupting everyone's dialogues.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the lantern utmost joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Well, I mean, we gotta, or else we will make no progress.
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
Yep, gotta follow the instructions, of
Place the
course.
squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Maybe spoke a bit too soon.
Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there?
We're not gonna say anything about the random island that
Can
just popped the
someone carry
turn,
me with
right?
them?
Here.
How does that work with a wing glider? Does he like, are you piggybacking the person or like what?
This is the first time I've ever flown like this.
Alright, Timaeus. I mean, it probably feels super scary too, like that feeling. And how do you even steer the thing? It's like just attached to your back. Here it is. We have our setup. And I'm assuming that's a lantern right there.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Well, probably. I mean, one thing we've seen all sorts of weird floaty things in the world of Teyvat. I know that they posted a cutscene for this event. I thought they would have delayed it by like a day or so, just so people don't get spoiled right away, but they posted it pretty much
Just to
right
be
as soon as the
safe,
thing
I've
drops,
been jotting
so.
down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too. There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your
This is some
answers,
nice looking chairs.
and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough. So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems
And that
to be
feels weird.
fine.
I don't know if
I didn't find
anyone
any
else can hear it,
traps
or it's just
or
'cause my
suspicious mechanisms,
headset has a
but
gaming
I
mode
also
where
couldn't
like
find
sounds are a
any
lot more
overt destructive
omnidirectional,
devices.
but hearing
Huh?
Mona's scry glass
What do you mean?
only on my left ear felt
Well, it seems
felt
that
weird.
wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
She's in thinking mode.
I brought some snacks.
Oh, thank you, Clay.
Thank you for offering, Clee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Clee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
You can do it, Sucrose.
then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next.
Giving an
My
awkward.
part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait, the lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh? But
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
oh, all right.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the
It's
questions
way
correctly?
activated.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
You know,
Wait,
reverse
really?
card. And she's really upbeat about
There's no
and
need for
calm about
pleasantries.
being
You
stalked.
should
Figuring
know
out she's
I'm
being
here
stalked.
for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm
2
on
weeks
duty
ago.
every day.
Damn, the update was it?
All right.
The update hasn't even
In
dropped
that
yet.
case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this
At least for our
prophecy
time,
into the
but obviously
storybook.
different than different time than you.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Jay.
Since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a
Wait,
different
wait,
tone of voice.
Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Oh, influence
Old
rubbing off
hag?
on her.
Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, Talus, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see
You'll never
everyone's
win
here.
against
Well
your own
my
child.
warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
That's Alice for you.
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You
Oh,
must
so
be
they
commended for
know his
uncovering
identity,
an
surely?
artifact
Or
and
did they know
trust
Barbados
to the
before he
god of
came up with
wind
his other
himself.
identity, so
Tell me, are you sitting
they could
around
probably
my
still
beloved
find
tea
out
party
relatively
table?
quickly.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking
Why does
about
Paimon's
earlier?
voice sound
Oh, Miss
so
Alice,
weird now, all of a
would it
sudden?
be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Oh, cutscene time? Oh god. I don't know if I'm volume's ready.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a
Turn it
secret
in the bottom a
society.
little bit.
Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song."
Ah yes, the
From
negotiator.
then on, the mages would only ever
I saw
convene
8,
in the
so
woods,
is there 8 of
in the
them?
skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended
Oh,
his
that's
pain.
a bit morbid.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Oh, yep. That's Albedo, so this means it's the Rhine-daughter.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
Oh, and then that's probably Mona's master.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship.
Of course, Alice.
Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be
Okay, I
so
only see 7
tough.
seats, so it's only 7.
Sometimes we all
Wait,
need to vent our troubles
7.
to the wind, even if the nations go to war. Or
It's
the
a bit
sky
suspicious
falls
that there's
down.
conveniently
The
7.
mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
I'm guessing from the sounds of it, some of them are a lot older than others. Then again, not all of them are special
This is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
in terms of like
That's
their
right.
lineage.
We
So
often met
they probably
here
don't
to
have
chat
the same
and have tea.
lifespans or growth periods.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
Ah, about that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
It must be nice.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine-daughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole.
And
You may
them
not have
using all of
encountered
these
her,
like letters to
but
abbreviate
she
their
is
names
a
reminds me
truly
of Xenoblade Chronicles
extraordinary
3.
woman who has made this world's direction
Even
and
though I never
order
played Xenoblade
her
Chronicles 3, I
subject of
watched it, but I
study.
believe that their
Some
enemy
of you may be
force,
fortunate enough to have
one of the main
already heard her
antagonist group,
voice.
the
Like
Mobius,
the prophetess, she will only speak
are
to guide
like
people toward the truth when a change has occurred
alphabetized.
in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Okay,
If
so we
one
have a
day you would be
confirmation on the
unfortunate enough to
voice.
run into a
So
truly dangerous
all those
situation,
theories have,
she may
a
use
lot of
her
those theories
voice
have
to
been busted.
guide
So
the
I don't
way
know if people are
forward
happy
for
or
you.
sad about this revelation. And
Who would have
how would
guessed
this event
there are
play out
so
had
many
you not played
mysterious women in this world?
Inversion of
We would all know
Genesis?
each other.
Would
The
that
one
lie
who
have
would
just
never
never popped
lie
up, or
is
would that quest have
me.
been a prerequisite
I
to play
hope
this
no one
event,
would take offense.
and you would
It's
just have
just
to
that I,
do like some
Alice,
skip
or
option?
A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
To be honest, no, I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure
I
every child in
have.
Mondstadt has read that book.
I have the book saying in there, so maybe I should pick
It's
it up
also
now.
one of my favorite stories. M
Especially
was
with the
an
whole revelation
exceptional
about
human writer who used her
Irmisol
prose
not
to
being able to
teach me
influence
the meaning
fictional
of grief.
work
Don't you
of
think such a
text.
person would
Maybe
deserve a
this
seat at
book
the
will
mage's
have some
table?
relevance that I should pay
It's
attention to.
getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
So
Do you
damn,
also want to
is
become a
Scarlet that
mage?
old also, or she's just
Title
like
aside,
she's heard about
I
it from
think
like
I'm
other
more
disciples
interested
who
in the
have
meaning and
existed
purpose of the
since
Hexen
then,
Circle.
or like the stories been
I
passed
used
down
to
maybe.
think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. But you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child,
Oh
I
no, wonder if
believe
this is
you
a
can
teaser for
also
how our
understand
journey
what
is
I am
gonna
talking
end.
about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh,
Not gonna lie,
now
I
that I
thought she
think
would
of it,
say again
isn't it
soon,
getting
but
close to that time of year?
Yes,
I guess it
it's
still might
Windblume
be
again, Alice.
who knows how long till we see her
It's
again.
also a special anniversary date.
Yeah, when is the
I'm
last
sure
time we've
you still
heard
remember.
Alice, like her actual voice? Did we hear
Yes,
her in the
I
last
do
Golden
remember now.
Apple
It was on this
Archipelago, or was it
day
like the one
many,
before
many
that?
years ago that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the
Uh-huh.
fullest.
Didn't expect to get World Joint Invitation.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
You gotta get used to the feeling. So let me turn off Drag Draw Requests. It's just a nice little setup with stuff flying around. I wonder how warm it is in the world of Teyvat. As weird of a thing that might be to ask, I just gotta wonder because like I can't imagine sitting in the sun like that for long periods of time unless it was like feeling really cool because of the wind and all that jazz.
Oh.
Uh-oh,
Are you
he's
okay,
not looking good.
Timaeus?
What happened?
Maybe you'd feel better if you just you know, let it out.
I'm fine, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
don't keep your feelings
I'm
bundled
just,
up, buddy.
a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme Blessing to be real, but...
I guess he was hoping for something else.
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, oh, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Huh?
Oh no, she pulled up.
Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Oh well, you got front row seat.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
That must mean something, you know, if she decides to take all the way.
But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I feel that,
I
Timaeus.
was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Uh-huh.
Should we go see how
Hey, Paimon, let's not for real this.
Why
Leave
wouldn't?
them.
You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Is that just
Really?
is that a recommendation
Leave them alone then.
or is that your prophecy?
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
Are you not gonna get an answer or
I have
info
to
on
say,
how it turned out in the end?
I'm
Or
even
is it just
more
like a
envious of you,
developing
Sucrose.
relationship?
You can be happy just to see
No.
others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life.
Yes, it is.
It's never too late to start something.
There's always
As
room to
long
learn
as you
something.
recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This
For
texture.
us.
Are these seeds?
Yep.
Oh, for her Windblume
I believe
thing?
I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say.
Just accept the
I'm
thanks.
just
We're all
really
friends
happy.
here.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course. Huh? What was that?
Good question.
It was like a little cloud of happiness.
Happiness
Now it flew
manifested
away.
into a physical form. Nice little wisp
Well,
of whatever that is.
Luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube,
Hey,
does
there's
that
you
make
two.
you
We haven't seen you
test
during
friends
on today
forever?
today.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
all that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, so you did manage to see the ball.
That
Cool.
reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Oh, right. Sino wanted.
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself.
Oh, cool.
If I had to guess, I'd say he probably
Is it an
wants you
actual
to
event
use it
item we
if
get
you
to keep,
challenge him to a
or
duel.
is there's just
I'm a
more
master
reasons
of the
for
game.
just getting one?
Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
And then insert the Yu-Gi-Oh sound bit.
I've got something to give you too.
Huh? Kale has a gift for us?
Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Oh,
I made
nice
these
bookmark.
bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstatters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. And here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
And we don't even get to see it. Oh,
Just like your test tube?
oh, it's the cloud they saw the other day. Alright, cool. We got some more bits. Collie's Windblume. Oh, yeah, we do get a TCG card. Oh, that's gonna suck for people that don't play this. I mean, not that too many people, you know, care too much about the care too much about TCG stuff all the time, but hey, I mean, as a collector's I am, you know, that's it's pretty sick. Alright, now that that's done, I guess we can spend a little bit of time cleaning up some of the events. I believe all the pictures are out. The music one will unlock on Thursday. And this one will unlock tomorrow, so it looks like we got some stuff. Okay, guess while I have the time, might as well just do the rest of these here. Shouldn't take more than 10 to 20 minutes. $8 to $17, so just daytime. It has been a hot minute since we've been back at Dragon Spine. Sure, we'll save it. Just a nice keepsake. That's a nice view. Oh, it's out on the very edge. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Alright. Looks like it's time to fly.
The wind rises.
I'm gonna hope this is where I'm supposed to be. Worst case over, I'll just have to glide, but...
The wind rises.
Oh, I see it approaching. I remember this whole area wasn't actually anything until they added Dragon Spine, and then they had this whole edge to it now. Oh, we have a pit fire here too. Alright, come on. Come on, Wanderer. Got this. Alright, last one. Another Dragon Spine one? Just some pictures of trees? Oh, I would have thought with plenty of other places.
Fundamentally speaking, there's little difference between snow and rain. Yet
Oh damn, I would have loved to hear him finish his thought or his thoughts on that, just because you normally don't get weather change dialogue like that. Or yeah, it's just been a hot minute since you got anything like that. Alright, that was a fast one. Even the other event. I remember there was another picture taking event we had in Sumeru just a few patches ago, I think. That's probably a lot more engaging than this. Alright, music time. Oh, Kali's one. Kali's one's actually quite the bop.
Weather's not bad.
Squall and Fury. Yeah.
Actually, let me blow my nose real quick. Give me a moment. I know I changed the format to be like this, but I actually don't know if this is better or if I actually prefer it. I feel like I can hit these notes a bit later than I actually am allowed to, but I always hit things earlier. Alright, and then finally, just one new stage of Pac-Man. Oh, it looks like we're doing a nighttime version. Right, cool. Some areas will be darkened. After lighting the source, the new balloons will appear. Okay, so that's the gimmick.
Quit following me.
Oh, dude.
Huh. Quit following me.
Definitely don't need to collect
Too
all of these,
slow.
but doing it out of habit.
Quit following me.
Fudge. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is layouts like the other one. I gotta go on the side here.
Quit following me.
Okay, let me not switch to use Scaramouche for this, just because he eats out a lot. Speed. Run past, loop back around.
Adventure time.
Loop back here. Break some of the balloons. Turn the lights on. Oh no, I don't have my thing.
Off we go.
I guess I
Adventure
didn't have the right one. Alright, break all these balloons. Maybe not all of them, just a majority.
Adventure time. Off we go.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh god, I don't have the stamina. Please don't catch me. Oh god, not these doors again. Oh! Jeez, that's a bit close.
Off we go.
Where's a thing we can grab to break balloons? Get back here.
Off we go! Adventure time!
It seemed like everything in the room outside breaking the extra balloon, but simple rewards. Event shop. Now, what else can we pick up? We can get the last refinement. Get ourselves some good old books. At least it's nice that we get some stuff for the old Mondstadt stuff, because not gonna lie, a part of me still misses being able to get the Mondstadt books. Oh, and we finished this, so we're gonna accelerate our battle pass pretty fast. Alright. Yeah. That was it. Didn't expect this to be too long, because there's a finale. But you know, nevertheless, still just a good time to chill and hang out for a bit. So yeah, it's the coming day's Wednesday. So I'm about halfway through my break. Like I said before, there's a chance I could stream every day if I want to, if I'm feeling it. In terms of Genshin, all I can think of is probably the Daya Story quest. I think that's the only thing left for this update that I'm thinking of streaming outside of the banner rolls for Aiga, but that'll be a few weeks later. And maybe the 3.6 live stream if I'm actually able to wake up properly on time for that one. Besides that, Honkai, I think the first part of chapter 35 might come out sometime during the week. So maybe I might stream that. If not, I think it's about time for me to start another RPG series, Octopath Traveler 2, so I guess I'll get started on that over the next coming weeks, starting sometime either tomorrow or Thursday. So yeah, I hope everyone has a good night, or just a good day in general. I'll see you on the next session. Oh yeah, thank you for stopping by, Hot Potatoes. Sorry it wasn't too long of a hangout session, but you know, thank you for stopping by regardless, and I hope you have a good day as well.